FM, the most Cebu conversations. We are live streaming on Tops Media Center, FB, TikTok, and the YouTube channel. Join us for our conversations. You may text us at 0999-887-6070. Miss with Miss G is a 2-hour radio show every Wednesdays and or Fridays at 2 p.m. about beauty pageants and more. We go deep into the beauty pageants from the sitio, barangay, municipal, all the way to the national, and yes, even the international level. I am your host, Miss Maria Glenda H. Suico, or Miss G, a personality development and pageant trainer, and we will talk about all the ins and outs of pageants and other pageant-related topics, which includes but is not limited to social issues and its relevance to the society today, using the platform of pageantry as a venue for open communication, collaboration, and creating something beautiful. And that showcases beauty with a purpose, using pageant as an arena for social justice and equity. Mag-istorya lang gud tagod? Let's talk. Let's have a conversation or conversations only at TMC's Miss with Miss G. Maayong hapon ka natong atanan. Again, sugbo. So sa mga tanang nagpaminaw karon. And this afternoon, before anything else, I would like to say hi, hello to my dear friend, Gary Hontiveros. And we have actually a pageant coaching program to guide you from local pageantry, national pageantry, and to the international stage, wherein we focus on homegrown beauty and talents. It's beautifully homegrown. You can call us at 0968-881-0242, and classes starts. I'll be doing the personality development, yours truly, and classes starts this coming September 6th. This Sabado na, as in. All right, it's Friday naman di ayron. Okay. And of course, this afternoon, my guest is, we are entitling it, or the episode this afternoon is what you call Dalagang Pilipina. Because for me, this person embodies that one, okay? Yes, she grew up actually in the pageant world. She was Little Miss Teen Universe 2019. She was still 12 years old during that time. So, Dusi pa no? And of course, she became and ventured on in 2022. She was Miss Sasafe. And since it is already Sasafe season, so I think this is just timely, no? Nga ato siyang gi-invite to tell us about her experience and what it takes to be a Miss Sasafe. She actually represented USC, or the University of San Carlos. So she won the high school division kay Duhamana. And then after the Miss Sasafe, she won the Miss Consolacion 2023. As sinulog sa lalawigan FQ, or Queen, first runner-up in 2024. Miss Medtech Velas 2024, and she won Miss Velas first runner-up 2025. So karon na ng tuiga. Ladies and gentlemen, ang nagdadalagang si Eneng. Please welcome Miss Kathleen Malaika Libres. Hi, Cass! How are you? Atong pakpakan, be, si Kathleen.
Hello, Tita. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. This is your first time, no, nga kanang, what you call this one? Radyo, right?
Yes.
Interview. But you've been interviewed before. Kanang
Yes,
mga
I have
kuan
been.
lang. But podcast, kanang mga live, kana siya.
I remember, I think it was...
Sa Laagan ba to? With
Yeah.
Fritz, no?
Yes.
Yeah, but this time, this one is kanang sa hybrid. Hi, Fritz! How are you? Been wanting also. Fritz is actually a very dear friend of mine. So, muna diha. Actually, si Fritz actually the platform, kay tungod sa podcast, siya yun nagpasiugda ani. Mine is more of a hybrid though, wherein we talk about, again, pageants and more. But anyway, let's talk first about you, Kathleen. Okay. So, introduce to everybody who Casly is. Pinapageant po, no?
Yes.
But at the same time, of course, putting in your likes, mga ingon, Ana.
Okay.
Marugot ka na bitang nag-screening or nag-closed door
Chika-chika,
interview,
yes.
chika-chika, with
Okay.
this one. Go ahead, Casly.
Hi everyone, I am Casly Malaika Tilibres, but you can call me Casly or Cass, or my nickname is also Laika.
Yes.
And I am a second-year medical technology student studying at Valles College. And apart from the very busy and hectic schedule of this course of mine, I still
Yes.
find so much time to also do things that I'm very passionate about. One of them is pageantry, also modeling, spending so much time also with my family and some alone time. I feel like that's really important.
Yes, it is.
Yes. And I'm also active with my advocacy project that
Good.
I hope I'll be able to talk more about
Yes, you will,
later
definitely.
on. But behind all the glitz and glamour of pageantry, I'm really just a very simple girl who has big dreams. And aside from my dreams are like becoming a doctor someday and maybe joining also like a national pageant in God's right time.
Yes.
But I think, my ultimate dream right now is to basically just travel around the world, see what's out there, and be able to expand my horizons. And I know there's really a lot of opportunities out there, so I hope that I'll be able to do that someday, and slowly, one step at a time.
Yes, kay medtech man imong gikuha, di ba, Cas?
Yes.
Medyo, medical school, basta anything that has something to do with medical school, basta medically related, well, actually, tanan man kurso. The struggle is real if you are a student, especially
Yes.
now that you are on your
Second year
already. So, and then if I remember correctly, kay namo ko mga classmates sa una sa nursing, nga mga medtech pod, this is their murag muni siya ang stepping stone for medicine, because ang medicine side is you have to know about kaning mga microbiology, so mga
Yes.
dugo, mga ina kay part of mga laboratories ba ya, and this is where the medtechs come in, so murag usa ni siya
Yes.
sa ilahang kanang mahug og pre-med, ang nursing, ang medtech, BS Bio mostly.
Yes.
But because they want nga ang kaning mga medical doctors karon is maayos sad ang pangamot, that's why murag arita sa nursing kay aron nito tag bedside care, or arita mag medtech ta kay aron shoot good ini kuha og dugo or ini kanang di ba kanang mga ingon. So I'm really very sure that you're very busy, and again, before anything else, salamat kaayo, Cass. Thank you kaayo. Thank you also to your mommy for being here and gracing us with your presence and saying yes kay out of your busy time kay at least makaingon sa kong pinangga jud kong Casly.
Of course, I'll always make time for Tita Glenda.
Ay,
don't worry.
thank you kay Cass.
And
Okay.
thank you also for having me, Tita. I really like your work view here in top. It's very nice.
Kanang koan sa makapawagtang og kanang problema
Stress.
or
Yeah,
stress.
actually, ganina, I was really nervous.
Yes, but now
then-
looking at it,
Yes.
murag ana, and then of course being with somebody nga og mag-interview tabitaha man gyud no, og ang nag-interview nimo or ang imong kastorya is
Someone
somebody
you're
that you're comfortable
comfortable
with,
already,
nga
yes.
nag-istorya na mo og kanang nag-ila-ila na mo,
Yes.
as opposed to nga kanang murag the more and you think nga inigsaka nimo dinhi sa TMC sa Tops Media Center nga intimidating siya, it's not actually kay inigtan-aw nimo sa view, as you can
Very
see ninda
refreshing.
kay siya makawagtang gyud og problema. So this is just going to be a chill and talk and
Okay.
getting to know more about you. Kay magkatawa ko sa inigyon ako 2 hours. Ha? Actually, mura na siya gwa. Time will really pass when you're having
So much fun.
so much fun,
Yes.
and you're comfortable, and you're just authentic nga mura lag nag-istoryahay lang gyud ta, getting to know you. Okay, so let's go back to childhood. You started when you were 12 sa kaninga pageant nga katong Little Miss Teen Universe 2019.
Yes.
And this was with, of course, Anhing, Mami Jonas versus
Yes,
trained
Mami
you.
Jonas.
Yes. And that's actually the reason why ngano natay connection. It was because of him. And then, was it, sa gamay pa ba ka? Mauna gid imuha, kanang ganahan jud ka kanang Like ako sa gamay pa ko, 5 years old, 6 years old, magsuloob ko sa high heels sa akong mama,
I do that
maglakaw-lakaw.
also.
You do that also
Yeah,
ba?
I do that also. But then before, when I was like much younger days, my mom would enroll me in personality development
Yes.
workshops every summer. But then it was only modeling, and then I grew
Yeah.
up. I started to like it as well. But then it was always like in my mind, it was always modeling. But during the time of Pia Wurtzbach,
Yes.
2015, during her Miss Universe
Yeah.
journey, that's when I started to have interest already in pageantry because
So ang pasangilan na to ni si
si
Pia.
Pia Wurtzbach, yeah, she's
Okay.
my ultimate inspiration when it comes to
Yes,
pageantry because I was really moved by her story. And then that's when I was like telling my mom, you know what, I want to try this
Yeah.
pageant journey. And then of course I was still very young, I don't know what to expect, and then
Yes.
I was just looking at the like, let's say, surface, the outer part of pageantry, so I thought it was all glitz and glamour.
Right.
But then it's when you're going through it already, it's actually much more than
It's
that.
harder.
Yes, there's so much more things you have to consider.
Yes.
Not just beauty lang,
Di lang
no?
pagpapahay lang.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, it's hard work really, and lucky for you na at least ba was it Mami Jonas ba who discovered you, or what were you in a one of this, how did it start ba, the you venturing on nga naabot ka or naapil ka aning Little Miss Teen Universe?
So I met Coach Lyric Rama. He was shout out to Coach
Hi,
Lyric
Coach.
Rama.
Okay.
Yes, I knew Coach Lyric because I had like a friend who was under him, and then we kind of met na with Coach, and then Coach Lyric introduced me na to Mami Tizon, Mami Malaika, Mami
Right.
Jonas,
Uh-huh.
Ate Carla. Shout out to all
Nagpuan-puan
of
na.
them.
Yeah.
Yes. So basically, like they were really there since the start of my pageant journey.
Yes.
They saw like how small I was, like literal baby.
As in
pa
baby
jud.
gamay pa gyud.
Yes. And then when I met them, they were like, "Are you sure you really want to join pageantry? You know, it's not like
It's not
not
it's not a cup of
easy."
cake.
Yes, it's not a walk in the park. But then through their guidance, I was able to learn and also enjoy the
Right.
process.
So after that one, mo na to na meet na nimo with Jonas.
Yes, Mami
okay.
Jonas. And then I started training na under Mami Jonas, like outside sa iyang salon before with Ate Carla for the question and answer and pasarela.
How is it working ba with at a very young age? He can be very intimidating. He has that presence. Aside from the fact that he's really tall and big, but he has that. But once you get to know him, he's a teddy bear.
Yes.
I tell you.
Very warm.
Yeah,
person.
mommy good.
Yes.
How was the training with what exactly mga na-learn pinakakuan gyud hugot nga na-learn nimo sa iya?
From Mami Jonas.
Yes.
Actually, since like before we were able to train diba outside of his parlor before, and then it was actually Ate Carla who was really helping me with the pasarela that time. But then there was this time that Mommy Jonas went out, and then she was like, she wanted to watch how I was doing, and then that's when her mommy side, her mommy strict side came out, and she was like, bigger steps, like more sway sa hips, and then don't slouch, you have to stand up straight, chin up, and then it was just a lot to take in. So after that, I kind of broke down, but then I didn't want her to see, so I was crying
because
in the corner.
Strict man gyud
Strict
si
kay si
John.
Mommy Jonas, especially sa training.
Yes,
but
gabi.
I, like, in the long run, like, looking back at it now, I was like, it's all for me. So I'm very grateful na I was able to train also under her.
Perseverance, actually. You would, and stamina, you would learn a lot.
Yes.
From
and
John.
then one thing also, Tita, I remember before I traveled going to Tbilisi, Georgia for the Little Miss Teen
This was in the country Georgia.
Yeah,
right?
country Georgia.
Yeah.
I remember I went to her salon, and then I said, "Mommy, I'll be going na. This is my flight, and then I'll see you when I get back." And then out of the blue, she was like, "Okay, you stand there, and then I'm gonna ask you questions." And then take note,
yeah.
there were a lot of customers in her.
He's
in her
always,
salon.
yeah, that's always the case
Like
with Jonas.
she really
yeah.
ambushed me with Q&A, and then like,
Yes.
what's your thoughts about this and that and that, and then she's like, is that how a beauty queen stands? Like,
Uh-huh.
so I have to do
You
that,
have to, right.
answer, and then all her customers were like looking at me.
Yeah.
And I was like, Williams, this is so shy. But Mommy Jonna said like it's gonna be even like,
More
more
pa yun.
when you're
Mas
there.
grabe
So
pa.
it was a very good training ground for me.
Yes. And she Jonas has this kana bitong usahay ka ng i-ambush ka so mura ka
Oo.
makalitan. So tendency would be
Yes.
dili ka katingog dayon.
Yeah,
And then kabahinomdom ka nang moingon na siya. Awan pildi na.
Oo.
Kaya wa ka katingog wa na pildi na.
lagi yung mga
Pero
jokes.
sungog na niya.
Oo.
Like, it's a light kuan sa iya ba. But that's how he is. Kay katusad niyo time I think Carla nowadays, stricto na kay na as Carla.
Yes.
But during that time nga kanang murag kuan pa siya, dili kay siya kay she has to balance it out nga. Dili kay siya super strict. Karon na stricta si Carla. But si Carla is rumbuhon na siya permisan ni Jonas. Every time mag-training. Muna nga kinahanglan gina siya mo stricta gina siya labi na mugawas sa Jonas.
Yes.
Kung ano diha kinanas Jonas wala na siya kamantay kay nandam ka. But it's because kana mo pa may pagsugod kasi sa 27 if I remember correctly 2017 na ni join sa kanang the group si Carla Super
Ate
Soft.
Pretty.
Hi Carla.
I call her Ate Pretty. Hi, Ate
mo na siya pretty always and
Super
then
soft.
super soft. Always na siyang soft. So mo na siya ang kanang diha nagsugod niya. Sila ni Paula, si Pau Pau, Espina. And then mo na siya pirmi kuyog kay ako katong time it's medyo wala na kay ko mga kuyog kay mo tong sa gunso na nga I had additional babies so na busy with the babies so mo na
Mommy
nga
duties.
yes mommy duties so mo na siya ang so actually nakabantay na ko nimo you were still katong gamay pa kay guwapa ba tataas but I never got the chance during that time kay dinhi naman ko kato nang pag nag-Mississauga ka
Yes.
nga diha na ta nga
That's when we
nagkuanta
started
nagsugod-sugod ta diha dapita with the Q&A and of course a little bit
Personality development.
personality
yes.
development and posture ingon ana. So you learn from him really perseverance at a very young age
And always be ready.
all
Always
always
the time.
camera on gyud ka
Yes.
nga
Even if
bisag-asa
you
ka
think no one's looking.
no one kana mo
Yes.
gyud na iya
That's
gyud
what I learned from Mama
mo na
Jonas.
siya ang iyang. So you went to the country Georgia. Tell us about this country and your experience with Little Miss Teen. I know gamay pa kaadto Dulce, but I'm sure naamon jud tay mahinumduman mga bits and pieces nga mga nindot ba nga kanang kuan. And then you tell me about the country kay I'm sure that ang uban asa man nga Georgia.
Yeah, so when I tell them sa Georgia, they're like, oh, so the United States of America.
Georgia, USA.
No,
That's the
it's
same thing with me, right? So
Yes.
you tell us about your experience and of course the country itself.
So when we arrived to Georgia, all I can remember it's really cold there, and honestly, we weren't really able to like get the tour around because we were very busy with pre-pageant activities at that time. But all I can remember is it's a very peaceful country there, and honestly, Tita, I don't really have a lot of memories just Georgia because I was like very focused sa
suroy like the food
competition.
nila, ang ilahang ang ilang suryanan, the vibes there. Dili sa kayo nimo 12 pamanggod sa
Yes.
But you do remember particularly
I
the
remember.
pageant.
Yes, the pageant.
Okay, you tell us about your journey with that one before we move on to Sasafe. Okay. Kaya ako excited ko ni Sasafe being the Sasafe season. Okay.
Yes.
Go.
So, of course, first I competed sa national level,
Yes,
Team Princess Philippines, and then I was sent to Little Miss Teen Universe. So I was with my mom and Mami Malaika during that time, and also Mami Tizon. She was there. And then
Hi, Mami T. Hi, Mami Malaika.
Hi, Mami Malaika. And then I remember our flights were very long, but then it was really fun to be with them, like good company.
Actually, lingaw kay na sila kuyog. Basta ka ng tanang klaseng
All
bahakhak
laughter,
na
yes.
Labi na magkuyog na silang tulo. Ay, mahe. Oh, anyway, sige, go ahead.
And then when we arrived sa hotel, I was able to meet the candidates slowly, one candidate at a time, and then it was kind of a struggle because there was language barrier. Some of them couldn't speak or understand English, but then I remember my closest friend, Miss Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Si Kiana, shout out to
You're,
her.
you're still, keeping in touch. Yeah.
Yeah. Some like there are times that we do have conversations, but then I was also friends with the reigning queen at that time. She was from Vietnam, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, and then the other European countries, I also tried talking to them, but then they were like, huh, like they don't understand English. But then
ang minus ang in English kaayo
Yeah,
sa
oo.
kanya. Kita sa di ba ang ato is unsa ang language ba sa Georgia? Is it
they
is
have
it
their own
language nga
yes.
murag close to European ba? Murag
yeah.
ingon ana.
Like minimal English.
Minimal
kaayo there.
English,
So
oo.
it was also a struggle. Like,
Grabe ang language barrier
Oo,
kumbaga.
during that time. So basically, mga Asian countries ra ang like we were able to interact with a
each
lot
other.
because they were able to understand
So
English.
but how do you interact with the organizers kumbaga? Were there of course no kanang mga translator siguro mo na.
Actually, no. There were
There
as
were
far as
not?
I remember, there were no translators. That's one of the reasons why the closed door interview got canceled last minute because there were no translators, and it was really a struggle with the like different languages coming in one place.
So how did there of course no it's a pageant so na Q&A.
Yeah, there was supposed to be a Q&A,
So
closed door interview, but then I found out like it wasn't gonna push through. So it was just the evening gown and national costume competition that pushed through.
So but with that one well I have no problem kay may man kamo aura good ever since even when you were like a little gamay pa ka
Thank you so
you have
much.
that oh yeah the projection the face it's there so but it would have been more mas kuan pag yun unta siya no nga kanang
There was a Q&A.
yeah oo
Mm-mm.
pero at least nakita na nila diha pagsugod pa the way you walk
Mm-mm.
queenly ingon ana but well lain-lain man og kanang pamaagi lain-lain man og kanang so you had the national costume katong.
National costume, evening gown. We also had a talent portion.
Yeah, what did you do?
I did a tribal dance.
Okay.
Yes.
But-
And then Q&A, no Q&A anymore. And then
But there was an introduction of course and when you like
when we
sa imo sa inyong
introduced
kaugalingon
ourselves.
do you remember that one? Because sometimes the introduction itself tells you about the way how you talk. Diha man usahay sa ang personality mo
Yes.
gawas. Wala ka kahinumdum ana nga na.
No,
So it was
actually, no
basically
na.
it was a performance on which is a positive sa imuha kay you started off with modeling.
Yes.
So that's really an edge for you. Grabe. So that's the reason probably said nga nakuha sa gyud nimo ang crowd just by looking at you and then your performance. Did you get the best in national costume? That
Yes,
one?
I did get best in national costume, best in talent.
Oh, Hakat Awards. There you go.
And then we also had this segment like a runway segment. So
You had that one.
I also got like the Miss Model.
Yeah,
award.
Miss Runway Model. Murag
Yes,
ingon ana.
yeah, like that.
Uh-huh.
That award. And then the first runner up.
The first
award, yes.
Okay. Let's move on.
Okay.
Kana siya. But that was a very good
experience.
for you even at a very young age. Something so the train na gyud ka murag ana sa imuha nga nagsugod pa lang. And you're very lucky enough to have had that opportunity especially no nga international siya nga level and getting to represent the Philippines as well at a very young age. So kanilang siya kas. I see you as somebody who's really actually very shy. You
am
are
actually
very shy.
Tita.
But ma-transform yung ka, no? When you are on stage, I was like, transform na. Okay, there you go. You don't see it. You don't see the I know that ambivert towards the introvert man ka.
Yes.
Ang imong personality type. Very shy actually. But just because medyo introvert doesn't necessarily mean sa niya super shy. You just kanang
Need a little push lang.
yes. And then ang kuha lang siguro nga with the right people and the right opportunity diha
Yes.
mugawas ang inyuhang kuan. In fact tabian mo. if kanang ma-comfortable na mo og kanang mga tao nga kanang kuan na may introvert man ni tabian lagi. Ana ba which is mamugod na usay ang misconception ba.
Yes.
I think more on lang sa inyuhang but dili mo pwede nga mo stay long in that nga naa mo sa kanang kanabang with everybody looking at you kay ma-drain man dayon inyong energy. You need time to recharge.
Yes.
Mo lang na diferensya with the introverts nga kinahanglan sa mi mo recharge gamay kay di mi pareha sa extrovert nga ang ang battery.
Social battery is always
fully
there.
charged. Fully charged. Mo ni giingon niya super on all the time.
Yes.
Nga bisang natog charge gyapong battery. You know, kana ana. So mugawas ang pagka a model, this and that. And eventually, you venture on with the Miss Sisafe. Of course, being in a school like University of San Carlos, which is one of the usasana sa mga daghan kitang ngilngig actually nga university schools, diba? So you had your senior high school.
Yes,
high school there sa
University of
USC.
San Carlos.
How did it came to be ba? Nag-screening ba mo? Or did you have a Miss Pod?
Okay.
Was there a Miss Intramurals? Anong kanang naabot ka sa Miss Safe? Go ahead.
Okay, so the senior high school page, Facebook page of USC, they posted that they were looking for representatives of the senior high school for Miss Intramurals.
Okay. So nagsugod sa diha Intramurals.
Yeah, it was for intramurals. So my classmates were also convincing me like maybe you should send in an application. So I did. I gave it a try, but I was not really expecting because USC had a lot of
daghang gwapa.
Yeah, daghan kay gwapa, like
daghan
a lot of girls who have potential.
Yes.
So I was not really expecting anything. I just sent in an application and then days later on, I got a message that I would be representing the school dayon for Miss Sisafi.
So it was kanang mauna siya. That was it.
Oh, that was it. And then I actually asked the advisor, is it possible if I go first with Miss Intramurals because that was what I was initially going for. Miss
at
Miss
least
USC
ma-feel
Intramurals.
sad nimo ang kanang school-based nga
Yeah, and
pageant.
then it was really like that, Mangod. Like whoever wins the Miss Intramurals,
Sa
that's
kaning
who they're
department,
gonna that's who they're gonna send to Miss Safi.
Right.
But at that time it happened, Miss Safi was gonna happen first before USC's Miss Intramurals.
The intramural. So mo nang nahog siya by appointment na lang.
So that's why they appointed me. Like, we really need someone already for Mrs. Safi. And then I only had to prepare for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks already. And then my mom was like a little skeptical. And then she knows kasi like, she told me na during her time, she used to watch Sis Safi, and then it's a very big league daw.
Yes, it is.
And then she said, no, maybe you should just go for intramurals first. But then a part of me was like, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. What if it never comes back to me? So
yes,
I have to take
appeal ni mo, it might not be it might not align for you during that time. So kani siya mo bag gitunol na.
Yeah, it's a sign already.
It's a sign
so
already.
I grabbed it and I said yes, even though it was a short amount of time of preparation. But I was really like
but
dedicated.
It's a good thing man said also because you know why? You were already with Stacy's, right? Modeling by that time?
No, not yet.
Not yet pa ba?
Not yet.
But
after Safi.
After si Safi, that's the time.
Ko.
But you had your katong mga modeling nimo nga mga. So who trained you during this time? Para sa imuhang Miss Safi, who was the team? Naman gitawag og glam team.
Yeah.
And during that time, who are they?
Oh my gosh. The person behind my passerelle at that time was Muse, Ate Anton Gonzalez.
Hi, Anton!
Hi, Ate! Shout out to you.
International
level.
My goodness.
Si
Hi, Anton. Nagkuan pa gina siya sa una. Kanang inato ra gyud taon na kang kuan ganyan.
Simple beginnings
yes,
si Ate
simple
Anton.
beginnings. And then, magkatakuan pa mi sa una ato kay kanang mangita og kanang asa nga lugar nga dako-dako nga na. But
para mag-training.
Mag-training. Because, but he really has the talent. He has the eye. And he's really very good good with it. Ano no. Him and of course si Marva and what you call this one, si Carla Super Soft.
Yes,
These
sila.
are people actually nga when it comes to pasarela, it's they own it kumbaga. So
It's their playground.
I know, yeah. So it was Anton during that time, and then
Who was in charge of my pasarela.
with
and
the
then personality development, si Tita Glenda.
Oh yeah, right. Ako mo dito, no. I remember
Nag-online rata.
online, and
Because-
then there was one time na I told you na I really have to see you. You came and visit me sa Academia de
Yes,
San Isidro, Labrador,
I remember
wherein I
that,
have
diba?
most of my personality development and
Yes.
trainings with young mga young individuals, of course. So dito ta nag-train sad ta with all those kay basketball manggod ko good dito.
Yeah.
And then paano gyud mag-basketball. So Cass, ari lang ta dinhi kay while nagkuan kay di na ko mabiyaan akong basketball. And then of course sakto na sad to kay ang nindot sad nga training area, actually facility ang ASIL kay dako siya, the gym is big,
Yes.
the stage is big, and all those things, but bitaw no, I remember pink to imong gisuloob adto, if I remember correctly.
Like when I saw you.
Yeah, ha? And then after that one, so okay, good memory, Cast. And then
Yes.
go ahead, continue with that one. So personality development, and then
Ate Stacy, even though I was not under her management at that time, she also gave me like few inputs. Like when we were training with Ate Anton,
Yes.
she would watch and then she would tell me like the do's and don'ts. Because sometimes I also need reminders, especially like I tend to slouch.
yes, you do.
Manggod.
Di ba mo na atong
Yeah.
sana?
Mo sa struggle ni mo,
Oho,
tita.
with
Diba?
the
And
slouching
like,
ba?
always have like straight posture, and then
Because you're very tall, and then I don't know why tall people they slouch. Nga mo ba kanindot yung height?
I'm so
You should be
sorry.
dapat hambugira ka sa imong height. Yan
I think ingon ano dyan ang tall people like
they
conscious
they
sa
become
height.
conscious sa
Yeah.
kuan. Well, it comes also with the territory when you're ambivert, leaning towards the introvert. You have that ba? But
Yes.
now when you came in, yeah, I was like, ooh, okay, tall, okay, very nice. Nindot ang posture. Wako'y gisulti. Okay. Nindot na, as in. But okay, so sa Stacy, dili pa to siya, wala pa ka sa iyahang agency
No,
that time.
not yet.
But nag-assist ra siya sa
Yeah,
imo, ha?
she helped me.
And then the glam team during
The
that
glam
time.
team, it was Sir Kian Valencia and Ate
Oh,
Claudia. Like the duo, just
Yes.
very fun duo. Shout out to them.
Hello guys. Sus mga daghan kay ni atong mga industry, and of course no, without them kay it takes a village good.
Truly.
Kami we do hard work as kaning mga beauty queens, but of course we will not be who we are og dili mi makoronahan og wala sad ning ato ang
Correct.
yes, the whole team. That's why nga kanang ang uban tao ba dili sa kasabot ba nga kanabang kadaghan ba nagkuyog? No, it's it's as much as possible, because it's also part of your cheering squad. Kay kung mo appeal ka, bisag unsa pa na school based lang ba na siya or unsa pageant nga dinagkuay, you need your people nga kanabang there for your mental sanity as well.
Yes.
Okay, all the jitters and all this. So you had 2 weeks of preparation.
Yes.
So you never actually gone through the whole experience of joining a school base, because it was more like an appointment diretso.
Yeah.
So diretso na rin ka sa big leagues when it comes to schools,
Yes.
of both the private and the public schools, and kanang sa high school pag yun, which is kanang bitaha man sad ang college, kay at least ang college is kanang medyo kanang nakapundar na yung maayo. Ang kani mga during that time good, ang senior high school, it's not that so much, because especially with coming from the pandemic,
Yeah.
medyo di kay siya kanang atrasaw pa siya gamay ba kay
Yes.
kaning
There was a transition.
transition pa. So dili kayo ingon ana ang hugot ang fan base and this and that. But then nakakita ko with how it is, the support and everything. Now I understand why all the tears when it was announced.
Yes, tita. And then the most special part, Pageant, it was on my birthday.
I know. I remember that
Yes.
one. It was your 16th, right?
Yeah, 16th birthday.
Yes, I remember that one. And then the Lola was there, and of course, mommy was there.
Yes.
Yes, and I was like looking at you, and I was like, "Uy, okay, nihilak." And then I realized, karon when you told me that it was like 2 weeks preparation na di ay, and all those things, and it was struggling because all the while I was really thinking, naanak ka sa kang Stacy. So, you had all those. So, kato siya, is kapakapa pa yun ito siya kas.
Yes.
Wala pa kay ba unsa, asa.
Oo.
And it was a gamble on
Yes.
your part as well. But of course, no, with mommy, iba talaga si mommy.
Yes.
Hi, mommy!
Shout out to my very supportive
Yes,
mom.
oo. Lahi ra good if the mommy is always there and very, very supportive. Okay.
Yes.
Moingon naman sad siya no nga, ikaw, unsay tan-ani mo, di ba?
She was the one who let me decide because
Yes.
if she told me that if you're gonna let me decide, I suggest you go to Miss Inchums first, but it's really up to you. And then I said I want Mrs. Safi, I wanna like go for this, and then
Right.
she was like, okay, but remember it's you who wants this, so you really have
You
to.
better have to.
Yeah, you have
double
to
kuan
double
jud ka.
time,
Double
and then
time jud ka.
you should not complain because it was you
Ikaw
who
may
wanted
gusto
it in the
ani, wa
first
may
place.
nagsugo nimo der.
Oh, mo na yung giingon na mirisi way
Yes,
kasugo,
way
tita.
kasugo, yes. Mo na siya giingon.
Oh.
So, kani siya, grabe gid imo ha, because it's like 2 weeks and all this. And the fact, plus pa yun na the weight of USC mismo.
Yes, and then midterms week. Ajud na mo
I
ang
remember that
katong
one
time.
because when we had our Zoom adto,
Yes.
nagkabuang ta sa imong schedule.
Oo.
And then to the point nga, nagsikog katawa kay, nag-discuss ko nga, ani-ani, you were doing, kanang anak ka, nang yugpos ka gamay ba yan? Katugoy ko, Cass, you know what? Why don't you sleep? And then we
Oo.
can always do, di ba ni anak ko ni mo,
Yes,
why
I
don't you
remember
sleep?
that, tita.
You rest. Kay, lisod ka sanan, mahogra ni wala, di ni mo makuan. And then you tell me nga, kuan ka, rest ka, and then ingnako ka no sa, bisan pag unsang orasa, di ba ni mo, mo ana man jud ko,
Oo, yeah.
bahalag ka adlawon or unsang orasa, you tell me, I'll be there para kuan. And I told you na dili kay ko mag-uol kay do naa siya naa ba, di ba, naa ba question, naa ba Q&A ang sa SAFE? Wala.
There is for college.
For
division
college. Why is
only.
this?
It's because whoever wins Mrs. Safi College Division, they are sent to compete sa regional or national persaa. I forgot say like meaning of persaa, but that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
That's the reason why college has Q&A.
So kuan siya, musalang siya with all the other colleges in different provinces na
Yes,
siguro.
that one.
So that's the reason. So mura gyud siya og kanang dili siya kanang muse kay kanin sa SAFE, it's actually half man ni siya. Muse nga mura siya pageant in a way, but mas dako ang porsyento nga muse.
Oo.
But kaning after na sa kaning sa college, kaning sa after na sa Mrs. Safe sa college, mo na ni siya nga murag pageant na gyud siya nga.
Yeah, pageant na.
Full pageant do naa gyapon siya muse gamay. Kay butangan man gyapon nila
Correct.
katong mga sportswear, I think, di ba? Murag yun na.
Yes, kita.
Oo. Dili siya nga pure kanang what you call this one pageant kay the difference between pure pageant and half pageant is this. Walay Q&A ang kanang half or kanang muse, but ang moingon na gani kag pageant nga pageant, naa gyud ng Q&A. Di na mawagtang ang Q&A. It's there. It's the make or break.
No matter how hard you try to escape
Yes.
it, it's gonna be there.
it's there, good. You can escape all other kuan, but you know,
Q&A, no.
yes, Q&A na agi na siya. At the end of the day, it all boils down. It is 50% all the
Yes.
time. Dako jud kay siya percento. But anyway, this one. So sa SAFE, after winning sa SAFE, what made you decide to join Miss Consolacion? Kay wa man that like international ka, bata pa kadto.
Yes.
So school-based, actually wa jud ka ni agi school-based kay
Wala.
diretso jud ka representing. How did it came to being nga ni apil kag Miss Consolacion? And then where was the time nga you finally met you finally sit down with Stacy and become a Stacy management model. And when did it start by you being a model for Stacy?
So right after the Safi season, that was October. I think around November, that's when Ate Stacy and I had this talk already, because like
Yeah.
she's been scouting me for some time already, like
Right.
to join her in Stacy's.
Uh-huh.
But then I was still in my old management under Sir Lyric, Coach Lyric, I mean. And then I was like finding pa the right time to ask permission. And then when I talked to Coach about it, he also understood where I was coming from. And then he also said na he's not really active already with the management that I was under pa before, because
yeah.
he has also like other
He has ang
work.
own,
yeah,
yeah.
he's prioritizing also other work. So he said that he's gonna support me, like transferring to Stacy's.
Right.
So that's when I told Ate Stacy na everything's all good raw with Coach, and then I also like ask permission in a good way. So there was no bad blood between me and Coach Lyric.
Yes.
And I told him anytime he needs me, I'm always there.
Always. And I think
Yes.
Stacy is also open naman sa si
Yeah,
Stacy.
because they're
Ana, when
friends
because
in
they're
the
also
first
friends.
place.
And
So that's
with-
when I was already under Stacy's, and then Ate Stacy gave me a lot of projects,
Yes,
opportunities
uh-huh.
that I'm always grateful for. Shout out Ate Stacy.
Hi, Stace. And then it's also just right because Stace is also part of team with Jonas, of course, and Tison.
Yes, sa KF.
Yes, sa KF Cebu.
Yeah.
Kami mo sa KF Cebu. So it was just murag ni kuan na gid siya ba nga it aligned for you.
Yes.
So it was nagmodeling ka, then you ventured on to Miss Consolacion. So this time, what's the difference ba on the preparation between, of course, si Safe and Ana? But ang sa Safe man good is dakmo mo sa good siya dako, especially
Yes.
nga appointment by the school itself ba. And it's one of those pinaka most awaited.
Yes.
In fact, kabantay ka karon.
Oo,
the
the
season
hype. Grabe
25
kayang
na ba?
hype. Yes, season 25.
Yeah. Pictorial pa lang ganidaan ha. Nangita pa lang.
Bardagulan.
Wa na ko anay na sa kanang kinsay. Gwapa ingon ana niya. Maglibog ka sa kay puros man sila gwapa. Uy
Yeah.
na nga pil ingon ana. And then it's really and magkatakuan ka ba kay like sa UC wala pa sila Miss Intramurals. So pa
Yes.
sila parehas sa
Oo,
inyo ha ba?
nag-appoint lang.
I don't know if nag-appoint basad sila.
Oo.
But I think siguro katong ilang
Previous
ang ilang
winners.
previous mo to ilang I'm
Yes.
not sure really. Wag gani ko kay baw pa kinsa.
Oo.
I do know nga sa Ateneo it was one because she's also a
Under
Stacy's
Yes,
baby.
yes, oo.
Si kuan si Stacy daghan kay iyang mga alaga ron nga mga pil og kuan sa Safe. So that's the reason why nga kuan she's representing Ateneo. So pagtanan ako gwapa. Wag ko gwapa sa kaayo ingon ani ba nya to think mga high school mga tagas kayong high school no.
Oo.
Ang kaniko niya actually makabantay ka. Muro say matabunan ang college sa high school. Because of sa kanang nangapilay ba mga face card kaayo grabe ang
Yes.
sa high school do naasa no di sa palupig ang college
Yeah,
ha.
oo.
Kay kinahanglan man gid sad sila mo pili og pinaka the best because of course isa lang sila sa kanang
Sa persaa.
So but what I mean ba mutigi sad oy di ka kaingon nga high school ba ni siya or college
Yes.
ba ni siya maglibog ka usahay. Grabe ron, the hype is it's already starting. And that's the reason actually why katong pag-August when I asked you to kuan, mo na siya usa the reason niya, the Safa season is coming up. So, way gilain. Kay
Yes.
honestly lang kas, your winning the Mrs. Safa has actually set the kanang sort of set the bar kumbaga, especially sa high school. Yes. I know there are those nga nang ano in ana. But yours was I think there was something there when you won eh. It was like, you can actually win even if you haven't had kanang ana nga title. Yun ana nga kuan because you have to separate the little miss because it was like you were 12.
Yeah, I was like,
yes.
that was like the end already of my like journey as a little girl in
And then
pageantry.
mahog magud siya di lang na nato i-count because you were
Oo.
very very young.
Actually, sa Safi was like more of like a comeback for me.
Exactly.
Because like I was after Little Miss Teen Universe, I was very focused naman with my studies and
Yes.
sports at that time. And then later on, the opportunity came, so I grabbed it directly.
Yes. So, mura siya ba nga, mas ni gabi sa jud the hype. I think also it was because of the fan base that you have. Gabi, the fans, and to think how wala pa ka adto sa, wala pa ka nag-stasis adto.
Oo.
Wala pa ka ano to. Diha, ni grabe. And with everything else, it was one of the most popularly watched good to siya. Nga, oo, nga, mura ba, nga angin ko ang yun.
Yeah, because I remember that Sisafi season 22, it was like the comeback also of Sisafi since the pandemic.
So mo nang ni sa
very grabe ang hype.
Mo ba ni siya nga naa si Kuan, si Ma?
She's after me.
After na di ay,
Yeah.
oo.
She's the batch after me.
After you di ay.
Oo.
Kisa ang college ani?
Si Ate Dawn, Christette.
Oh, yeah, right.
From UC.
From UC. Oh,
Yeah,
UC. Kaya hinumdum ko ana nga kanang Kuan. And then mo to siya from there nga kanang pandemic nga nibalik siya. So the hype was really there. So it took more toll on you at the same time.
Twice the pressure.
Plus pag that one. So and then but you were so graceful. Nindo jud kayo imong performance at
thank you, Tita.
really, as in, I mean,
of course with your help also.
ay, thank you. But it's just a percentage because at the end of the day it's 50% inyo ha. 50% is always gonna be kamo. The 25% perhaps the mommy. The 10% or the 15% is the team.
Yes.
And the 10% it's of course the school, the support, and the remaining percent it's the fan base.
Yeah.
The 50% will always be ikaw, kamo. It's always the pageantera herself, the one who's there.
Yes.
You're doing all the work. We are but a support system. One of the reasons actually why sometimes makaingon ko ba nga luya sa kandidata usahay ba nga kanang ang ma-highlight it's not them.
Yeah.
Ang ma-highlight it's the team wherein dapat unta highlight tanan.
Yeah.
Or ginana ba?
Everyone needs the
But then they have to also understand, it's not just the hard work of the team, but because a team cannot exist without kisa man yung teaman. Na puro mabagod mong team kung wala ang kandidata, di ba?
Yes.
And then the candidata also should take into consideration or acknowledge the fact na without also the team. Dili sad siya.
Yeah.
Because there's always that kanang you are in the pageant world.
Yes.
Na anang mga kanang mga kuan usay away-away usahay sa mga handlers and kuan mga kanang gawas nga word ni mga ingrata. Di ba? Ungrateful. Kanang mga ingon ana bitaw. Na ana siya diha nga kuan di ka maray na der og dili ka kanang bitaw mga ingon ana. And then dili masikat. So you know we always mo na siya, di ba? I always tell you, I'm sure Mami Jonas also tell you have to be grateful all the time.
Yes.
And you have to give due credit to people who have been there in your journey, no matter how small or how big, it doesn't matter. Basta ka na siyang tawhanan nakatabang na nimo, you have to say thank you. Because I don't know, I'm sure you're already 18. So, life, makita na nimo. Daghan kayong tao nga who discredit people. To the point nga, para nila is, makuha na nila ang ilahang kinahanglan nimo, ang ilahang na kuana, wala na, mura na kag itchapera na ka. They're gone. Papha na ka. Lami kayo na ba? I'm sorry, nahabilin akong utok diha, kaya ako'y naghimuan na. I'm sorry, nahabilin diha, kaya ako'y nag-design na. Lami kayo ka nang inon usahay bitaw. But, sometimes ba where you have to understand every person that you meet in life plays a role.
Yeah.
So you have to give due credit to this person. But also, ang kanisan tao sad, nganitabang sad, ayaw sad taon sad pampalabi sa ilahas ang gibati. Nga mura na bitaw ka na bang nanubra na sad kayo ang utang na loob. Nga di na sad, you know.
Yes.
So, marabag, you pay it forward and at the same time, if ballpen ang gihulman, ballpen ang iuli. After that, okay na ta, but naara na nato. Give and take lang ta. Naman ko sa iyo sa high sad, nga kada bang muni mong natabang, mamuyboy ka. Mas grabe pa imuhang kanang sumbalik ba? Na kana bitang mga ingon ana. And these are things nga makes our industry sometimes really kanang challenging. Yeah, it's not kanang kon. It's not just happening with us. It's happening everywhere. And here with us, especially sa kanang di ba? Mami Jonna, Stacy, si Mami Tison, we always pay it forward.
Yeah.
We help each other. So if naa kay maambag, sige, I'll do that. Puli-puli ba, di ba? I remember you helping me out katong nag-outreach.
Yes, I remember also. Sa school.
Thank you kaayo that one. You donated kanang you kalimot ato Berban. Di pa kay mga bata adto. As in, it's
very
a way
unforgettable also, tita, for me.
Kanang outreach ba, because di ba sa personality development you have to stand for something.
Yes.
You have to do outreach. You have to be woman for others, not just kay nag-apil-apil ta. Oh, di ba? And you've been doing it even before, way before, even gamay pa ka.
Yes.
And I think it has something to do with your upbringing, with your sa imong mommy po, no? Kuan sa kaisanan. Okay. Going back to Miss Consolacion.
Okay.
So what kinsay nagkuan nimo? Kinsay nagbit-bit nimo? Kinsay nagkuan sa Miss Consolacion? Yeah. Kinsa man to'y nagdala nimo dito, and what made you decide to join Miss Consolacion? Kay munisipyo ba ya siya?
Actually, tita, it's very funny. There's like an invisible string here because during the
there's
time,
that red invisible string, yeah.
During the time when I competed internationally, remember the Little Miss Teen Universe? I actually had a courtesy call with Mayor during that time, and then she also supported me. Like she gave all the support, what she can help.
Yes,
she really did
buyag sad, no?
And then that's when we kind of like got to know each other na with Mayor, and then she found out I was still very young, so she was like, "Puhon, igdaho na nimo. Maybe you want to join Miss Consolacion."
Right.
So,
and then you were like 12 here.
I was 12 years old, so I was like, "Yeah, we will wait for the right time."
Right.
And then here comes. I thought honestly I was gonna join Miss Consolacion when I was 18 because the minimum age requirement was still 18 at the time.
Yeah.
But then they lowered it to 16.
Okay. Sa imuhang nga time.
Oo,
yeah.
and then that's when I was like, my mom, she was like, "Hala, okay na ang 16 years old. Maybe like let's give it a try na." And then ako like, I already had my mindset na 18 years old ko, I'll join Miss Consolacion.
Kaya at least mas koan na ka para nimo.
So I was not ready na like earlier di ko mo join og Miss Consolacion.
Okay, so karon bali na sad mong mamini mo. Siya na sad niya, "Oh, you joined this one." Ikaw na sad niya, I'm mas maayo siguro ina.
Yes. I think ingon ana jud
mother-daughter relationship, no? Yes.
But then my mom was like, "Okay, think about it. I won't force you because it's gonna be you who's gonna be competing."
Mauna diha. Di man kami dito ibutin. Okay.
So I prayed over it, and then I asked for a sign.
Yes.
And then that specific sign came. So I took it as a sign na dyan na I'll go and screen for Miss Consolacion. And then when I went there sa screening, that's when the officials also remembered me na, "Oh, ikaw man to ang bata before, no, na who had a courtesy call here." And then it's so glad to see you join Miss Consolacion now that you're a lady already. So
you're really the youngest, I think.
Yes, I was.
You were the youngest.
16 years old.
Pero Cass, honestly mo at par baya ka sa mga like 18. Iniktan dito mura kag kanang no age bar mura gin ana ba? Yeah. You were one of those kanang grabe performance, in fairness.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, tita.
As in. So go ahead.
And then where was I?
Kato with the mommy and this, and so you decided.
Okay, I decided na. And then when I went for the screening, and then they recognized me from before na I was the girl who had the courtesy call back then. And then that's when the Miss Consolacion journey started already. Like it was 3 months. If sa Safe, I had 2 weeks. Miss Consolacion, I had 3 months of preparation. But actually, before pa ko nag-screening, I started training na jud. Like, I think it took me like 1 year of training for Miss Consolacion. So when I was screening, I was really ready na for it.
Right.
And then the pre-pageant activities and the workshops, practices, they were like 3 months long.
Oo. Kay
So,
mo man na usually
oo.
yun. Grabe man mo na amoy like you have all this. Puro sa mong bisibu nga the Miss
Oo.
Consolation.
Daghan kay pre-pageant
Pre-pageant
activities.
activities. You have Toastmaster. You have personality development also. You have all those seminars.
Practices.
Outreach. Grabe
Yes.
practice. Inyan, which is good. This is a good training for you. Okay. Ato'y balik ha. For those nga wala ka catch. Castley for Miss Consolation had 1 year pre-training.
Yes.
Aside from the 3 months. So, kanalandaan guys ha, makaingon yun mo, dili ni basta-basta ang pageant.
Yes.
It's really hard work. It's this and that. Okay. So, continue with kanang the journey with sa mga practices and all those things. And then, were there any obstacles ba?
Yes, tita. Actually, there was a time where I wanted to like back out already because
Why?
because like my weekdays were meant for school, and then my weekends were all for Miss Consolation. So basically, no rest anymore, and I was already like, it was very draining physically, mentally, emotionally.
Especially nga ikaw mismo, you are one of those na amon sa you academically wise. Yeah.
Na never did suffer ang
muhang
academics.
academic, and you're one of those vying for kanang honor. So mao na siya nga usasad na sa nakakuan ba niya at a very kanang at that age 16.
So basically 24/7 for those 3 months. It was all academics and Miss Consolation duties, life as a candidate.
So kana na siya those were there any other endeavors, like perhaps so far smooth sailing na, no problem with the organization.
No
problem.
they're
It's
very
just
good.
more or less on the struggle with
on the schedule lang.
the schedule gyud
Yes.
kay tungod sa kadaghan activities niya 3 months pud ba ya.
Oo.
So mukaon sa siya, and then basically 3 months, that's like 1 sem.
Yes.
No, that's a quarter of a sem. Midterm. O sa ka midterm ay. So, mukaon gid siya, mukuha gid siya, time consuming gid siya.
Very.
But, other than that one, kay kanina naman gini siya Q&A, kinsa na ang imuhang team? Was it still the same group sa imuhang Sisafe? Or is it different na sad nga kanang group na, the glam team? Of course, you being under kan Stacy's
Yes,
usahay.
I was under Ate Stacy's na this time. So, Ate Stacy was also very abiba in helping me na. And then, Pasarela was still by Ate Anton Gonzalez. My Q&A was with Rapid Minds by Coach Ryan Mark.
Si Ryan. Hi,
Yes.
Ryan.
Shout out, Coach. I miss you so much. Actually, I miss all the team right now. So, and then my glam team at that time, it was at the Scarlet.
Si Scarlett
And,
na.
Kuya Alvin. They were the ones who were with me.
Hi, Scarlett. Ngingig ka nagkamot po, Scarlett. Ay, my God. Ganahan ko na iya mong makeup ka ng iyahang kanang fresh lang bitaw.
Fresh look.
Yeah,
yes.
that one.
Like,
ma-enhance lang yung natural.
beauty.
Yes. Gana. Mao sa naiyahasad. Mo iyahang ka ng forte pod. But anyway, so, what happened with unsay mga kuan sa Miss Consolation? Were you one of those makabaw man jud ka na if you are one of those nga kanang fourth running or mga ingon ana ba naaman mo kanang mga sana mga media's choice mga ingon ana okay kani diri dapita nakatuto ko nimo pagkatunang on the pageant night itself na wala na kay ko kakuan sa imong journey
Sa
this one
pre-pageant,
but I saw the activities that you have kay every time you post makita man ako sa kuan pero wala na ko siya matutuki. Tell us all about the different activities that you have for Miss Consolation, especially that Miss Consolation is actually coming.
Yes.
Diba?
Oh, yeah. We had the screening already. There's official candidates. And then, pohon this October, I'll be hosting the preliminary night.
Yeah.
Yes. See you there, everyone.
See you there sa And then see, one of the alaga ni Mami Dexter is the reigning si
Sarah Hudson.
Yes. Actually, she will be one of my guests. Hopefully by end of September.
She's gonna be my co-host.
Yeah, she is.
Yes.
Oh, hi Sarah. See you
Hello.
soon. So I either September or first week of October.
Oh yes.
Of course. I've never met her, but Mami Dexter actually, Alasas told me that very very nice. Well, you know what? You wouldn't be wearing that crown if you don't have the authentic or a very good kanang aura with you. Okay.
Yes.
I think Miss Consolacion is one of those nga mupili og kanang grabe sa na inyo nagtapon og ba mo tanan adto ha katong sa inyong batch, and then ang sa last year pud maupod kanang nag-abot-abot, and then I think this one wala pa ko kakita sa mga contestants kinsa kisa bay kanang mga kay kanang nakita niya kay karon bago pa ko nakita sa headshot ko upcoming naman sa DI ang Consolacion. Like, it's not just a Southwest season, it's Miss Consolacion season. So timing lang yung kaysa na ni gas kakas as in kay mura bag koan ka padangog ka kumbaga sa Miss Southwest and sa Miss Consolacion. So you'll be hosting their preliminary.
Yeah, preliminary and talent.
Kamunduha.
Kami ni Sarah, and then we also have another co-host
yes. For that one. Wow. So they really muni na kanindot no kaning aning organization that they really kanang ilag yung i-invite ang
yes, even if you're not rating anymore, like once you're part na,
of
you're really part na talaga.
Kimo man ni kargado gud sa uban ba nga wala ang uban intang mga ang katong mga raining mga nangaray na makalimtan usahay sa panahon nga maminos and you know they've been there, they've helped you some also, so I think it's just right, and I think what Miss Consolacion is doing is really nice nga. Ila sa jud because it's part mo nagingon ba nga you're part of the family.
Yes.
And then this is what makes a certain organization yung makaingon jud ko nga nindot ni nga organization, nindot ni nga kanang pageant, because ang katong mga karaan they're still there, they still ask them to be part of, so there's all that inclusivity. Kay not all daghang mga organization, daghang mga kuan nga inighuman nimo after being used and done with, wala just pachar na ka, that's it, kalimtan lang ka, you know, not even recognizing sa imuhang mga naambag o sa imuhang mga nahatag. But Miss Consolacion, with you telling me now nga before, and then say of course it's raining man no, but ikaw you were like 2022 pa ka. Perhaps ang 2020
2023 ko.
2023 ka because and then so you had Hudson, and then imang invite gyapon sila, manguan gyapon sila. So they really to take care of the family of the girls, which says a lot about the organization of Miss Consolacion. So ang imuhang, let's go back to your journey.
Okay, the activities
that you have in Miss Consolacion, which I think mausad ni siya sa ilaha kay nakakita ko sa ilahang pictures.
Grabe.
Daghan. Grabe pa sa inyo ha?
I think same lang.
Okay, so you tell me about your activities sa Miss Consolacion.
So after the final
I'll give you
screening,
the floor. Sige.
So after the final screening, we started with workshops and then practices, personality development trainings, and then we had this. We graced the SK Cup, Mayor's Cup. Of in Consolacion, we had a production number that time, and then followed by we had extemporaneous speech, essay writing. And
that's good. That's good training actually for Q&A.
And then there's also an award for that, like best in essay writing, best in extemporaneous
Mura mo ga
speech.
master class di mura mo ga eskwela actually.
Grabe, ang Miss Consolacion, like
murag Miss Consolacion University. Yes. Di ba? Okay.
And then after those, there was talents night, swimsuit competition, and then I remember there was coronation night already. So basically, those were the pre-pageant activities that we had.
Gilahi man ang inyong preliminary. The preliminary was a swimwear.
Yes.
Diba? But during the coronation night, it was funwear na ba to?
Funwear na, funwear and then evening gown.
Evening gown. So, gilahi nila ang kanang koan sa preliminary. You know what? That's nice. That would be okay. Kaya at least, especially when you were like, if you're 16, 17, with the funwear, dili kaayo ingon ana ka expose pud ba nga kanang kay mo ba na gidebatihan. O nindot na siya nga pamaagi nga ari lang tas preliminary nga dili kayo kanang mura lang siya kanang intimate gathering kumbaga. Once on the coronation night, it's just a time. Pero nindot sa kayo to, if I remember correctly, pink ba to ang inyo?
Ang swimsuit.
Or
for the funwear.
Funwear nga murag
more siya like pink, and then there's yellow also, like playful
more
colors.
Playful color nga.
Yes.
Was this the one ba that you were holding a disco ball?
That was the official photo shoot.
The official photo shoot.
I forgot to mention. Yeah, we had official photo shoot also.
Yeah. So that was for the Miss Consolacion, diba?
Yes.
I remember liking it because it's and I was like black and then
actually, have you seen our hairs?
70s, very big, the
very
big hair.
Big,
it was the 70s.
Heavy.
Oh, really? Because I think they were capturing the 70s nga essence. And, it's a given. I understood already right away because of the disco ball.
Of the disco ball,
yes. Because the disco ball can only be equated on the 70s.
Yes.
So when you're holding a disco ball and you have a hair that big, so I was like, that's because a lot of people sometimes
they were all wondering like, what is happening?
So, but because man good kay black swimwear man good. So dili nimo siya makonote mga 70s di ay. But syempre if you're I was born in 1975, so perhaps there's a reason why nga I equate or I'm into the 70s, 80s and 90s. So kay bawo ko sa mga the look of that one. So, others perhaps will not be able to see it kay plain black man good siya, which is elegant as well. But with the shoes nga silver, disco ball nga silver, it was like the big hair. But that's a given.
Oh my gosh, that was actually a lot to take in dito kay.
Bugat kay siya kas as
actually like extension and then giano pa jud among hair para like mo
para mo dako pa jud maayo.
And then
so
ang disco ball,
and
then nag high heels me. Then ang disco ball, it looks light but it's very heavy. So like I was really having a hard time striking a pose. Actually everyone we're really having a hard time striking a pose.
Yes, but you nailed it though.
I hope I did.
No, you did. I saw the pics. May tatawag ako kita sa picture yun, mutando ko si Bobby ka mo mutanaw biya sa taon po sa ako ang mga alaga po in town. And I would tell you though, if I would like medyo tabingi gamay ka, so ano yan gina yung hey Bobby ka nako. Yeah. But at that time I was loving the look and no, because you have that kind of the projection mong good sa imong face. It's lahi ra gyud.
Yeah, because during my alone time, tita, like if I'm really bored,
I just magduwa-duwa ka sa imong
I
now.
stand in front of the mirror and then I'm like, karang unsay like kanang bagay sa akong face na facial expression or like because I try to like control also my features because people really mistaken me as like
maldita garbosa.
Snob. Yes, because I have this resting B face and
you and me both, honey.
Yes. Yes, tita. Actually, first impression ako di mo like, oh my gosh,
mukhaon ni tao. Yeah, right.
So that's what I also do. Like, karang I try to parang soften also myself.
Yeah, kaya para mamumukha sa ang features ba.
Because people really think na I'm very snob, very maldita. So I think it's also very useful, when you're in pageantry na you know how to play with your face.
Yes.
So yeah.
Remember the exercises, the ABC? And then you laugh while you do the ABC, you smile. Yes. That's actually, and then you look at the mirror, di ba? That's actually the exercise nga kanang. Imo lang na siya ikadadaw. You look at them, makita na nimo yung angle.
Yes,
makita nimo sa imong face. Kana siya nagtuo pa at first, nagtuo mo sa may gamit ani oy. And eventually makakuan ba nga di ay mo di ni iyang gamit di ay. But you did well, but really that heavy good as in ang kanang kuan niya.
Heavy ka ay.
So,
like, I think
murag mas heavy pa sa crown.
I don't know how many pairs of extensions to nagi-clip on me, but it was really heavy. And then once I had extensions, they really like the hair hack na
yes,
they have to do
they
that
have teasing
para,
ilang ikuan.
Para like it's gonna be so big.
Yeah, ang itis ra ba ang imuha yung buhok.
Yes.
It's not that to cover up and to kuan sa hair.
And then it was a struggle pa that time, tita, because that was the first set And then
Right.
ang second set kay it was headshot. Then our headshot ay kay hipos ang
Hipos
hair.
ang hair.
So like the hairstylists were like saying, what if we go to headshot first because it's gonna be hard na big ang hair and then ihipos
Imong
siya.
itim kay
Oo.
mubugdo man gyapon siya
Oo,
bisan pa
yes.
as
Oo.
opposed to, pero mao sad lagi it will really take time kay ang pag-curl pa lang daan o ang
Yes.
pagkuan pa lang daan. So you see the struggles, okay?
Yes.
You the struggles, photo shoot pa lang
So,
na
yes, photo shoot pa
as
lang.
in ang ato ang
Post ra na
post
sa
again.
cam. Wala pa na ilabot og ganang Q&A,
Correct.
paso-paso.
As in. Anyway, before we continue, again, maayong hapon kaninyang tanan, and you're listening to Miss with Miss G here at TMC 105.1 FM, the most Cebu conversations. We are live streaming on Tops Media Center, FB, TikTok, and the YouTube channel. And for those of you rather who wants to join us for our conversations, you may text us at 0999-887-6070. So, ug namo diha mga pa-shoutout na nag-birthday diha, o kinsa na diha inyong greet and yung mga loved one, you can actually just message us sa amo ang Facebook page, Tops Media Center, or text us again at 0999-887-6070. And for those of you who wants to have a personality development and pastorala classes, we have a pageant coaching program to guide you from local pageantry, national pageantry, and to the international stage, focusing on homegrown beauty and talents. You can call us at 0968-881-0242. Beautifully Homegrown starts at September 6th. And shout out to my dear friend, Gary Hontiveros. And of course, hello to Mami T, Mami Malaika, the rest of Team Tison, and of course, Team Jonas, si Charissa for my beautiful hair, and si Nino, and the rest of KF Cebu. Hi, Carla. Everybody, Miss G would not be Miss G without these people, of course. And you say hello to your team, Cassie, the people you wish to thank, okay? Kinsa na diha imong mga gusto pasalamatan while medyo nag-break tagamay from our
Okay.
Sige, go ahead. Say thank you to
So
them.
I want to thank, of course, my mentors from the start. I actually have their list.
Oh,
on
okay.
my
May nang
phone.
watay makalimtan. Yes.
I hope I don't forget everyone. But shout out. Thank you so much to Mami Tizon, Mami Malaika, Mami Jonas, Ate Carla Super Soft, Coach Lyric Roma, Tita Glenda, of
Thank
course.
you, said also.
Ate Stacy, Ate Anton, Coach Ryan Mark, and the rest of my KF family, Stacy's family, my glam team, media friends, Sir JP Lau, Ate Preciosa, Sir Sanden, and all of my supporters. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. And I also want to thank them, my mentors, for being the constant source of strength and
Always.
yes, constant source of strength and support in this pageant journey. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Dapat mo thank, kinahalan kinapitang the gratitude
Yes.
nga kanang kuan nato. That's what I always teach sa atong personality
Yes.
development, because that's what makes a queen part of the holistic kay. Di ba nato yung Magic 5? The crowd. So the Magic 5 is the look, the walk, the talk, and the attitude, of course, and you as a person.
Yes.
The holistic person. And the holistic person, that's where your set of values are. And it should be na part of your set of values is that gratitude.
Yes.
The attitude with gratitude always, that you learn how to look back and thank the very people. And this is what most that's why akong mga girl, ang akong mga na-teach, akong mga girls nga ni Agi nga ni training nako, number one, very professional. I know that kay Casly po do, di ba? And always on time. Kung mahimo pa 1 hour before time,
Yes.
is always that one, because it's a sign of respect. Yes, and they always always say thank you. Bisag ka na- And then what I like is they always make pangumusta. Even a little hello, hi, hello, di ba?
Yes.
It makes a difference actually. And
Yeah.
I'm so glad nga one of those nga nakuha nako sa kan Jonas pod, and then of course sa ako asa with my family, and then I pay it forward and I'm teaching it also, not just to my kids but also to the people that I'm also training and in collaboration with. I think for me that's what makes kanang Miss G kumbaga.
Yes.
Nga ingon ana nga attitude lang always nga, you always say thank you to the people, and give due credit to them as always.
Yes.
So I always have this di ba niyon ko nimo ganiha ilista na diha.
Yeah.
Okay, we always have to say thank you.
And I also do want to say thank you to my mom, my dad.
Yes,
of
si mommy,
course.
of course.
And also sila Ate Rosal, like my
Yeah.
driver ganina, and then all of my support system at home.
Dual naman na si
Yes.
Rosal kay mo assistant and all.
Yeah. All around.
All
ganina si
around
Ate
na.
Rosal.
As in.
Yes.
Mabita din ko tanong ko nimo, handler?
Ay.
Wag ingon nimo. Actually, tanan naman good.
Oo.
Tanan driver, assistant, tanan. Okay, ay
Yes.
sa...
Sa una si mommy karon
Karon na
siya
siya check
kahati.
kahate.
Yes.
Okay, you know.
Para equal ang
Equal away. Yeah, exactly. All right. So, this is your favorite part. Let's talk
Okay.
about your advocacy.
Oh.
Yay!
Okay.
Kaya ba ako, mo kani, dapat man good nga, if you're a beauty queen, dili lang ta pagpapahay ba ya, di ba?
It's also the purpose.
You have to have, you give back. We always do outreach program. And di ba, hinumdum ka mo, gini ako isotin mo nga, dili ta magsugod og outreach or dili ta magsugod sa ato ang advocacy kung nag-pageant na ta. Dapat even way before that, we have to have our own already. Okay. So kani siya kay mas na start up gid nimo siya, mas ning lutad gid maayo kay syempre with all the supports and
Yes.
all the kanang mga nanatay mga kaila, the connections that we have, mas mulungsad man og maayo ang ato ang outreach. So tell me about your advocacy.
Okay, so I want to start first like how
How it
I
is.
was
Again, the
able
story
to
behind.
come up with this advocacy. So even before I joined Pageants or sa modeling, or when I was a young girl, like my mom, she always she doesn't really like kanang conduct a program, but it's just like simple lang, like we look for people sa streets who are really in need
Yes,
of food, and then we give them food packs or like canned goods. So that's where like opened my mind na simple acts like this can really make a big difference. So later on when I joined a pageantry, I found out that advocacy is like a very wide, like very broad term.
Yes.
So my Q&A trainer also told me like you really have to focus on something na you really love. Like if you want to advocate for something, it should be like what you really want. So I thought about it, and then that's where I wanted to advocate for education already. And then more specific pa daw, because education is also
It's
a broad
very broad,
term.
yes.
So you have to be more specific. So that's when I said, okay, I want like the type of education where everyone is included. So it's inclusive education. And then I wanted to focus more on like the little kids.
Right.
And those also sa mountainous areas, like out of reach dun sila sa mga resources. So that's basically what my advocacy is about. I named it EduKids Sean. So basically education for kids.
Yeah.
Yes. And so so in this education of mine, there's we have like a book bank. So I ask like mga donations of kids books, or it could be like school books na not used anymore, and then also school supplies.
Yes.
We buy school supplies and then we give it also sa kids. And then thanks to Miss Consolacion, I was able to also bring it in the mountainous areas of Consolacion, because actually if you really know about Consolacion, it's like 30% city, 70% highlands, mountain.
Okay, labay nimo kuan nimo na Talamban actually na Pitos, musumpay na siya, mountainous barangay. Okay.
So that's where like Miss Consolacion connected me with the school in constellation na very remote kay siya tita.
Daghan kay diha actually,
Oo.
as in luoy kay mga bata diha.
That's
Yeah.
why, and then that's when like I started supporting lang them. I think last year.
Mhm.
That's when I was able to get to know them, and then I told them na I'll really do my best na every year like maka-give ko og unsa ilang needs sa
Right.
mga sa mga students, also sa school. So I, as much as possible, I don't do it lang Christmas. I also do it like before the school year starts.
Mhm.
So whatever they need in school, it could be not just like school supplies to students, because diba school supplies kay short term siya. I want
Right.
something long term.
Yes.
So it could
Nga mo
be
marag na-
printers
Mm-mm.
like that. So I gave them actually a printer.
Labi na sa eskwelahan kay like
Oo.
ang mga materials usahay sa mga maestra.
Yes.
That's very good.
Like something long term na like when you go back there na you're gonna be able to see na it's still
Yeah.
here.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, if supplies man gani, lots of bond paper kay mo gyud kinahanglan labi na mo
Oo,
print out ka
yes.
sa mga kuan kay na may uban nga dili sila sa libro ra mo kuha
Yes.
sa internet also. So
Oo.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so I think this year before nag-start ang school nila, it's actually called Panas Elementary School. So
And this is in
Consolacion,
Consolacion.
mountainous area of Consolacion.
Oo.
It's very
It's ang
limited
ang sitio niya
resources.
is or ang the barangay is
Barangay Panas.
Panas.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I gave them like because they're really in need of printers, bond
Right.
papers, and then they were also doing like some work sa school, so that
Yes.
when it's back to school, the kids have like a new facility where they can learn and teach. So we also gave some paint. Yeah, like things that they can really use.
Mura siya kanang
sa
balik
school.
eskwela kung nga kanang
Mm-mm.
program ba kay mo ni siya yung mga areas no nga remote nga dili usay maabtan.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
really like the
Yeah.
focus Jud,
Right,
of
yeah.
advocacy.
Especially karon nga so sad no nga with what's Sunny our Deputy Secretary is saying daghan dako kayo budget pero wala kuwang gyapon ang
Yes.
classrooms. Naano og appeal
Mm-mm.
ang atong budget. So daw naano og appeal.
Oh no.
As in, okay. So go ahead, continue with this one.
And then this December pohon-pohon.
Pohon-pohon,
Yes,
yes.
I'll come back there and then
Kaya
give
syempre
them
no
like
Pasko time.
yeah, Christmas
Yeah.
gifts for the kids.
Mo na di. Kaya like ako og si like me then si Blair usually sa among birthday we don't di kayo may kanang dagko nga gara nga kanang celebration. We always kanang mas bali pa feeding na mo. We've been doing it like gamay pa mga bata. Ako nagsugod na jud ko. It's one thing ba.
Yes.
And then
same
you know
thing with
me.
my mom.
Yeah,
Yes.
so yung mom so basically magsugod yun siya the values, the set of values that we have, the passion that we have, being compassionate, it starts really at home.
Yes.
And then of course saon ini kanang when we go to school ang sa atoan na sang eskwelahan.
Yeah.
And before anything else, shout out to my dear friend, akong kababata si Che or Sal, Che Camus or Sal, anak ni Madam Camus. So lahuson na lang sa nako sa si Chatty. And of course, the rest of the family of Academia de San Isidro Labrador. And of course, also Cass, nakaadto jud ka ani, you've been one of ni help sa ka dito sa amo ang outreach katong sa March sa with that one katong katubang nang ni sponsor ka og
Yes.
kanang
Then nag-back sa
nag-appeal
relief
kag
goods.
packing
Oo.
namo dito. Yes, thank you kayo anak ka. So
Very good experience.
yes, it's nice. I always make sure nga maang ko mga girls, and then akong giin si Renee, si
Yeah.
Jewel,
Mm-mm.
si
I remember. Ate Kiara.
si
Was she there ba?
si Kiara, but in a different way si Kiara as in.
Okay, yeah.
But gipa kuan gyapon nako siya gipa try gyapon nako siya kay sa eskwelahan man gud sa ASIL we have this what we call Pasko sa ASIL, wherein we every kanang ang the school in partnership with the PTA and ako mo gyud ako this is my passion gyud kaning outreach kanang kuan jud kay kuani, and together of course with the learners there. Tanan is the whole ASIL family, we do outreach every Pasko. And then that time katong after good ng pandemic,
Yes.
that was the time nga marag anniversary man at the same time. And then I always do also outreach because of Jonas. So mo to siya murag in his kanang kuan sa iyaha ba. This was in March. It was during the Quasel Fest of Academia de San Isidro Labrador, and it was because of the Foundation Day also. And San Isidro being well known, somebody who's very poor.
Yeah,
Pobre nga santos, and yet sa iyahang kapobre, nakapanghatag yapon siya, nakapahinungod yapon siya sa ubang mga tao nga nang inahanglan og tabang sa iyang kapobrehon. And this is part of the trademark that we have in ASEL. That's why I really wanted you guys, sila ni even Nika ni sponsor si Nika adto Zosa Nabwa, ni sponsor adto dito si Mami Malaika, dito si Mami Tison. Everybody was
I remember,
there.
yes.
Everybody was.
I do.
And I'm so thankful to you guys for that one. Kay bisag mo ni gingon ba nga bisag sa atong ginagmay, bisag wala ta. Kay like me, bisag wala ko ug nala ko'y matabang, we have to help. And this is nice because with you, you're continuing this with sa labi na sa gisugdan sa imong mama. And mo nang I would say that we are really ang kaning pageant, ang kaning the venue that we have in the pageant industry. We are women for others. We're not just for ourselves. Of course, now we take time to love ourselves. Kaya di lisod sa doy kay mag-mental bayata. Like ikaw katong time nga maluoy na kay ko sana nimo nga nagpimple lagi ka. Tum ka ana nga nag-istorya ta sa Zoom nga wala naman ginitug si Casly oy.
Yes.
Kaya bang Cas
haggard na.
Yeah, haggard na kay kagnang ba because I think nag-abot-abot imong exam adto, and then you were doing the kanang training, and then usay mo kanang maklaro gyud bang umurong matagak na gyud imong mata niya. Kato nga time is diba Q&A to nga kanang koan, and then diba I just like the Miss Consolation, I do kanang sa tawag ining writing, and then at the same time ang speaking. Kay mao man gyud na siya dapat ang imo gyud siyang incorporate. Okay, so this was the first year. You started this last year, so you're doing it again this coming December.
Yes.
So it's the same ano. And then eventually siguro no, if naana niya kay mo suporta na mo gyud mo support nato, perhaps another school pod.
Yes.
Nga kanaba mura bag hinahinayo na
step at a
time
time.
hinahinayo na mo dihag suroy diha tanan sa kon. You never know kay tingalig na asag kay makita niya kanang same gihapon sa ilang mga sitwasyon ba diha kay mo man ni usahay sana ma-neglect mo kanang kuan dili nimo mabantayan usahay. Anyway, nanguhit din nanguhit si Raf kay na ako ni nga shout out dinhi hi Cass from Sky Daito kaila ka.
Yes. Hi, tita.
Hi. Okay. And then Jamaica Dawn Macalos Sanadors. I love you, Casly. Miss you. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, Ate Jam.
And then, of course, si Mommy Stacy.
Hi, Ate Stacy.
Hello. Yoo-hoo. Hi, Casly and Miss Glenda.
Ayan dyan yung trademark.
Yoo-hoo niya, no? Lagan Barbie. And, of course, Mandrake Libras. The dad is watching. Shout out sa dad. Proud dad here. Pagkakita na ko ba Mandrake ko la, diba ha? Mungan man gyud ni daddy oy. Hi daddy. Yes. Kuan nindot kay mo hang kuan ron ang amo ang topic ron. Dili kayo super heavy kay ma-stress niya maya si Cassie. So it's more or less her journey. She was nervous at first actually daddy. But as you've noticed, as you've listened, may nakasanan. Pwede ka siya mapuli na ako diri ani.
Wait lang.
The voice ha, nindot sad ka ng voice ha, nindot sad og tingog ha. But okay. So that is for your advocacy.
Yes.
And
I forgot to mention like before I started sa Constellation, I also was able to do the advocacy sa Langob, Guadalupe.
Right.
I think it was like near a shrine of Our Lady of Langob, Guadalupe, somewhere there. We did like a few outreach programs there because like na may mga kids, families
Kato siguro
na in
nang murag
needs.
kanang dito duol sa kilid nga murag naa dirihay kanang mo sa sapa-sapa or diha dapita sa kuan. Nabiya sa naday daghan diha nga mga balay-balay diha sa
Yeah, that one.
kuan nga kanang duol sila o kanang mga kanang kuyawan ka ba nga inig flood mo kalit naghagba na diha
Oo,
ang riprap
yes.
kay naa diha nagpuyo bitaw na
Oo.
daghang balay actually diha nga kon katong pagkasunog gani diha sa katong lapu-lapu diha sa kanang area nga ilawom sa bridge diha man nang nanguan diha daghan na diha tabangunon sa
Yes.
kaisanan. So that's nice. And then if I remember correctly nakuan sa kana mo nakuyog sa ka wala ni Ronnie nila ni kuan or kanang one of those nga kanang ni tabang ka ni sponsor ka kanang ato ang Little Lamb missionaries with Mami Carla of course.
Yes.
And then during that time
And then also sa Repos Angels.
kana
Yeah, shout out to Mami Repos.
Hello Repos Agib, how are you? Kumusta?
Mami Repos also goes sa mga mountainous areas.
Grabe na siya. Mo as in murag suruyon gid niya diha
Oo,
tibuok.
grabe.
As in ambot where she gets her energy as in, you know, and she's one of those nga advocacy queen. She's really the queen of charity.
Yes.
You know. Parihan as laban sa pakungo ni Mami Carla, super soft with all their charity work. Nga wala bang babae mga girlalos nga walang pahinga.
Yeah.
Kaya bisag asa
As
lang.
long as it helps others.
Yes, ang nakakuan. Bisan pag gabi na nahitabo sila like pag Mami Carla, remember
Yeah,
katong
oo.
nasunugan siya. But nasikag makuan ka ba kay bisag nasunugan na siya. She's also in need pod. Magsige gihapon siya diha og outreach
yes.
og magsige pangayo kay para mo tabang sa uban tao. Maybe that's the reason why nga kanang the blessings are actually also pouring in.
Yeah.
Di ba? These are one of the things. And of course, kanang mangangin majud ka sa imuhang mga kuanan. So, here is another. Joshua Tordevillas, my idol, Casly.
Hello.
Hi, hello diha sa imong mga idol.
Thank
And then,
you for watching.
Christina Cassandra Argibel.
Oh, si Ate Casey. Hello, Ate
there,
Casey.
so, there, daktakuan ka siya, Casly! Paano ka sa nan, as in, daghang K, daghang A, daghang S, daghang E, daghang Y. So, perhaps, you know, kuan. So, shout out lang mo diha, wala mo diha mga greetings. Pwede rin kay sa nanya. Kung ato pang madala, napay gamay napay mga few minutes. Pwede rin mo ask questions kung namoy mga gusto ipa-istorya dinhi. Mag-Q&A ba? Mag-Q&A ba, Cass? No, anyway, mo ni siya ang ako ading pangutana. With the Miss after the Miss Consolacion was then the Sinulog Lalawigan wherein the festival queen, and this time naman dancing.
Yes.
Lisod pud ba yan ng festival queen ka ha? Kay bugat kayo na
Costume. And then, yeah, 20 more, like, whole day street
the
dancing.
practice, and
Yeah.
then you have to have a certain technique sa imong pagsayaw. Nagtuwa mo sa lagod nga sayaw-sayaw lang na siya
Oo.
dong wara-wara. Actually, no, it's not. There is a technique, there is a way of dancing it. There is a way of kanang unsaon mo imong kamot. And then there are steps nga dili lang siya nga kuan. Sinulog sa lalawigan, kinsa ang kuan ani ang production team ani? Is this part ba sa kanang sa government ba?
Yes, ang Consolation LGU.
Sa Consolation ni siya.
Yes.
Okay.
And you know the funny thing, Tita?
Yeah.
The Miss Consolation organization was the one who approached me because I was still reigning that time sa Miss Consolation. And then they told me it was for a halad lang na dance. Halad lang, like offering lang na dance sa Basilica of Santo Niño. And then later on, while we were practicing, I found out na it was a competition. And then,
okay. But you got first runner up.
yes, but
Diba?
I wasn't expecting na
No, wala jud
because
ka.
a lot of
Daghan kayo.
contingents.
Mga isa kay manayo po uban.
Yeah, pretty sad kaayo, like kanang nice kay mo aura. So I was not
Yeah.
expecting na lang. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this dance lang for Senior Santo Niño.
Let me hold you ba? Malingaw kay ko na imong comment ba nga, daghan kay sila nga pretty sad kaayo. And then Raf, nagtan-aw ta niya ba? She's very, very pretty. So, unsa naman lang mi dire?
Part man mo sa daghan na pretty.
Daghang pretty. Daghan yun yung
Part na kaana
daghan yun kitang gwapa diri sa sa Cebu, no? Kay being a kanang pageant base in ana. But before we move forward sa Miss Medtech og sa kanang Miss Velez, naa diri mangutana.
Oh my gosh. Nervous ko.
Kani I don't know kung kinsa iyang gipangutana, ako ba?
Si Tita Glenda na lang.
O ikaw ba?
Oh my.
Okay. Kay kung ako, well, my Facebook page is there for everybody to see. Kaya wa man ko gitaguan except for the name. But yeah, lumalove life pa rin kahit 50 na. But you know, manila man na nakikilig-kilig a bit, yeah. But with Casley, I think you're still focusing kinaminarabas daddy.
Wait, what's the question?
The love life daw. But ang
love
nagbutang man good
life.
is paas Miss G. Musta love life. So ako asa, but then I think this is for you. So murag iya kong gisugo. Nasuguan ko ha. Ikaw, Lesor.
Si Ate Rosel na. Lesor Rosel.
Oh! Hala!
Yes.
Okay.
Iya ko tripping here, ha?
Yeah, careful kay napas daddy. But anyway, sige, love life daw, oy. Paas daw, oy, ang love life.
Paas.
Pero ang mangutana
so
ka na ako,
far-
Rosel, ang ako love life, love life pa rin, kahit 50 na. Everybody should have a love life.
Yes.
You know, pakilig-kilig lang, bas para mahaba yung hair.
inspiration.
Yes, kana. It doesn't have to be very
Yes.
serious. It just needs to be kanang somebody there nga, kana bang you know na at the end of the day, that person inspires you further to make you a better person. O, di ba?
Yes.
Hi, Chiret! Chiret ako, amiga. Anyway, okay. Love life daw. Hala, tubaga na kay... as of now, di pa mo sugod si daddy? Or
No,
unsa man?
actually, I'm very open man to my dad, to my mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
It helps, no? Kanang
Yes.
ingon, ana.
Because at first, I thought they were really strict about it, but they're like more strict if magtago-tago daw ko. So I have to be open.
Right.
Yes. I have a boyfriend now.
Oh, good,
Yes,
good, good.
and then-
Hi, hello, diha sad. Uy, hi. Wala na, wow. Hala, di si Otso pa dyan. Ano lang,
Ang
hi.
gaingan ni Tita Glenda na mag-talk me about like sa pageant, school life. Never did ko nag-expect na love life. Di
Well,
ay.
I'm sorry, but you know, naamang good. So you know, I have to do what they asked me to do. Okay, I'm just hosting here. Hi, hello. I'm sure kay murag happy kay si Casley. So I thank you for taking good care of her. Di ba? Magstorya lang ya ming Casley nga camera. Okay.
Okay,
But
mention him.
I think love life should be well regulated. Kung si Mami Jonas pa,
Balance.
yes.
Yeah.
So kung si Mami Jonas pa, kung mahimo, ang rule ni Mami Jonas actually sa una is, dili pwede mag-love life. Kay para makafocus sa pageant
Pageantry,
world.
yes.
But di man na good mapugngan.
Oo.
Usahay, kay naman yun. Munang iyang ila-ilahon ang the boyfriends.
That's why there is some beauty queens, they bring their boyfriends along,
Yes,
like sa
so that
trainings.
they would know and they would also understand. Because the problem with, like ako sa akong panahon, problema sa akong mga boyfriends sa una is because magsalo sila with the people that I meet.
Yeah, especially
Because
sa
pageant world, wherein you meet lots of people, and then of course all. So na ginay mga boys, there will always be that one. So if you're not dili ka comfortable, dili ka kuan, it would be a cause for away gyud. And it is so nice to see, like for example, si Steffi. Steffi, I've never seen somebody who is so in click with kanang sa iyahang husband karon.
Yeah,
Started off even supportive kay na ang katong dili pa na Slaminyo, supportive jud kaayo, and you seldom see that one with man, especially with our kuan kay like na magpa-picture na ay mo kuan ay mo duon ay makigila-ila na
Yes.
makigchika.
Oo.
These are things nga kanang usahay ba, you can't help it, mura man sa tag kanang show business kumbaga. So if you are there and you're being partnered, then sometimes naka sa stage you have this partner nga murag ikuan ka, itupo-tupo ka. So syempre ikaw being the girlfriend or the boyfriend, you know. Kaya ako, I also had my times niya. I was the girlfriend and my boyfriend was kanang somebody nga kanang naa on stage, balimi. Mas masaya sa kaoy na sa that one, but if you do not understand, that's the reason why, as much as possible, invite so that they will have a view and they will see it themselves. To the point,
to build trust also.
So it's the same thing. There are a lot of like si B, very supportive kay na iyahang kuan karon. That's why the love life is blooming. So it makes the woman. That's perhaps the reason why you're so blooming. Di ba? With that one, so disi utso naman sad ka. It's okay. I would have reacted differently if 16. I would have told you, okay. But you're 18, so I guess. Well, my daughter is also 18, so lumalove life na rin.
So shout out to him.
Yeah.
Shout out to JJ.
Hi, JJ.
Thank you for supporting. I hope he's watching. But I told him that I have a...
Yeah, you have an interview with, okay.
He's not busy.
Yes. Busy sad siya. So at least ba muna nakanindot. Both of you are busy. You have your own
also,
thing
like, outside of the relationship.
Yes, and then kanang he makes you murag let you kanang spread your wings lang ba. Okay. There are times gyud nga kanang grabe ka seloso, grabe ka kuan. And then as a girls put nga grabe ka selosa nga dili nila mas spread ilang wings, and then this is part of it, and I'm so glad nga ingon ana. And more power to you guys, and of course still focus on each of our kung si Mami Jonas pa na humanon tang eskwela ha, di ba? And then of course pageant focus, and then eventually bata pa daghan pag kanang kuan inana. Anyway, kuno minor bas daddy lisod na.
Pero my dad man knows.
Yeah, I know. But what I know ba kani si Rosel, no? Si Rosel gyud nakaingon. Sungugan kaayo. Where is she ba? I think she's just lurking there.
Yeah,
and then listening, and then and
nagsuri-suri naman na sila here sa top.
Gisugo pa jud ko hinampus kayo. As in, ay nako. Anyway, let's move on to Miss Velas. Okay, Miss Medtech first. Miss Medtech. Of course, this is gikuha ka. This one, or
I was
you
messaged by someone from the student body organization of MedTech.
As a new SBO. So,
yes.
How was the experience ba? Kay kani school-based naman dun ni siya.
Yes.
But pageant.
Actually, okay. It was very different because I had a partner.
Mr. and
Miss MedTech and Mr. and Miss Velez.
Yeah, kinahanglan na ba yun tan-aon sa nga nindot mo og kanang
chemistry and like a lot of things to consider. Actually, before Mantita, like 2017, I had also like this Mr. and Miss District Meet, Unit Meet. But then like it's different mo this time because like we're already adults, so like people will really look for like the chemistry there, and then how you present yourselves. And then I was used to joining pageants na ako ra isa.
Ikaw ra gid isa.
Yeah, and then that time I had to take into consideration also like my partner, like how we're gonna connect on stage.
Ang inyong kanang mga positioning sa inyong nindot mo tan-aon. Kay dapat man good dili mo nga kanabang ma-overshadow nimo siya or siya inaana niya, especially you.
Dapat balance
mo nga you uplift each other. That's the problem sometimes with the Mr. and Miss kay kuan.
Kay ma-overshadow
sometimes or sa boy. Yeah, it would be nice also pud ba nga kung madaog siya, daog sad sad siya. Kana bitay nga kay is a partnership yan nindot. And then, so, muna siya, that was a struggle. You having a partner.
Yes.
Okay.
For me, that was the struggle.
But how was it ba? Aside from the struggle nga, kanang kon, kilahi man gyud ang the way it is, or ang kani man sad gun sa Velas, at mura man sad gun ni dagdidang kuay man sad gun ni ila, good at par man sad gun ni ila, good.
And actually, sa Velas, like, they want to, like, the candidates to have, like, not outside of school connection. So, dapat ang glam team, ang handler, students ra.
Oh, that's good. That's nice.
So, magtinabangay jud everyone's students. So, basically, Miss MedTech, I was freshman pa that time. So, my team were also freshies, my batchmates. So, they were helping me with the makeup. And then, first year ba, we don't know what to expect, what to do. So, luoy kayo me. Like, so, photoshoot, very simple ra kaya among get up, And
But,
then
but this was the Miss Velas na.
Miss Medtech
Medtech
first.
pa. Yeah,
Oo.
first year pa kaadto.
Yeah, I was first year
Yeah,
pa.
okay.
First year, first semester.
Right.
And then my team was also first year. So it was very hard. Like,
But you
like,
won.
Yes.
Kuan yun kas, it's really kakita sa kuan ba. You have that kanang, you really have that it and that X factor
thank
when
you,
when you
Diva.
stand on stage. I'm not
Thank you
kidding.
so
I'm not
much.
kidding. Jonah saw it when you were 12, and
Yes.
yeah, I can see what he saw. And I'm pretty sure you go a long way. And then
Thank
um,
you.
aside of course no, dahil mga this one karabola, when you kuan sa Miss Velas, you tell me about sa Miss Velas
Okay,
na.
so Miss Velez, so the team is already medtech. So I was representing the medical technology department, and so my glam team, my handlers, the stylists, were all medtech students from different grade levels. So we were also helping each other, and then it was also like a struggle, Jude, because we're not professionals by like sa makeup,
yeah.
sa styling. So we were just brainstorming, Jude, on how.
Ug unsaon.
Yes,
But
how to do
you
it.
got first, and I saw it katumantong na green man siguro to inyong
Yes,
team.
because green ang medical
Echo
technology.
or some
Yes.
it was really nice.
Thank you
Daghan kay
so
shout out
much.
nakadiyot lang. Lina Durano pa shout out Ati Nalin og Ati Jonah.
Okay.
Na ami skilled. O na ako na sila skilled. Hi Ati Jonalyn.
Ay, they're there.
There.
You-
Okay.
you
Hi,
think I
bye.
can see you,
Bye-bye
ha?
diha. Bye-bye diha, Cass. Okay. This is from Lina Durano. Pa-shout
Ate
out
Nalyn.
Ate Nalyn og Ate Jonah.
Hi, Ate
Hi,
Nalyn,
Ate.
Ate Jonah,
Ano,
and Ate Rosal.
Yes, ikaw yung Drusel. Anyway, so this is for the Miss Velas. Ang Miss Velas, pero pag Miss Velas na, team ng gihapon ninyo. Or pwede naman
medtech
nagkuha.
No, students.
Students
gid
gihapon. That's
Yes.
nice, no? Nga ilag yung gikuan ang kanang
Student-centered siya.
Student-center
The
siya.
pageant, yeah.
But it's just students, wala yung mga mama, wala yun, nothing yun.
no, Jud.
Kay magkaguliyang na sa dito sa luyo, no?
Yes.
Kay daghan kay tanan og kanang
Oo.
mga kanang
And then-
mga pil.
Oo.
Isu sa kay daghan ditong mga handlers, daghang kuan. That's
So it was
good.
only like students, Jud, from Veles, and then my mom was also very worried about us. And then actually, because for Mr. and Miss Veles, each department has two pairs of representatives. So one pair. So total 4 candidates for one department.
Yeah.
And then our team was like, we were short on people that time, and then
Ay, okay.
and then we had to do pa makeup and then stylings. It was very hard. So needed og time management.
Pero nindot makikatan-aw. Well, nigawas mo sa stage muro na lagwa no nga unsa na dito
Sa
sa luyo. Nagkarambulan na dito sa backstage pero
Yes.
nigawas ko. Ay, nindot kasi kita-aw. I remember that one kay kinuman ka nakahinumdum di ko sa imong gown.
Oo.
Green. Kay ba
Color
kong green.
Yes, by Mommy Tizon. Thank you so much,
Yes,
Mommy
gown
T.
by Oka.
Yes, mo ba yun yung
Ay,
trademarks?
trademark niya yung Oka. Kuha na siya. Actually, sa Blair sa pag binibining talamban niya, it was
Mommy Tizon.
Mommy Tizon. And then, of course, the national costume, or the costume is, of course, trademark man yun na ni Mami Malaika. It was,
Yes.
kuan. So, dream team, gito na ko, kang katong sa panahon kang Blair, the makeup artist was si Charissa, and, kuan, ang mga pag-umangko ni Jonas, oo, si Nino. And then, of course, ang mga designers nako is, kanang mga BFF ni, kuan, ni Jonas. So, it was something, it was binibining talamban, and it, Miss Talamban kan Jonas, ba, yun na.
Yes,
Miss Talamban. Him and Honorable Alvin Arcelia, mo na diha ang mga kuan. Anyway, Cass, before we end, a message to all those who are kanang magsasafe. Unahon sa din nato ni magsasafe. Kasi safe naman good nga kuan, especially sa high school.
Yes.
Kay ako ang message nako gyud sa kanang mga mo judge ani, good luck. Daghan jud kay gwapa.
Yes, Bardagulan
Yes,
season
as
also.
in.
Ang Sasafi this year.
Grabe good. So message for them.
may
Kanang mo
message for
kuan.
them.
Yes. You having won the crown yourself. Yeah.
Okay, basically it's just important to enjoy yourself, because once you enjoy, everything comes naturally. And if you enjoy, it's like you're living in the moment, and the moment only comes once in a lifetime. And or what if you don't enjoy the moment, that you're just gonna look back and like regret, like what if, even though I didn't win, but at least I enjoyed the journey, and it's already a win to represent your school.
Correct.
Yes, it's more than enough. And the crown, of course, the title, as we say, it's always a bonus, but what's important are the learnings and the connections you make with other people, because you meet other girls from other schools.
Right.
So yeah, it's
Daghan ba gid ni siya, as in
yes, a lot of schools.
a lot of schools.
And a lot of pretty ladies.
Mas grabe pa actually kadaghan ni. As opposed to kanang kay like 12 raman na usually ang kanang ko ang ubang mga pageants. This one talaga is the cream of the crop of the schools themselves. And ang mga eskwelahan pud baya is very competitive.
Yes.
It's just like
Very
basketball.
supportive
Kanang as in kuan gyud, as in tanang klaseng sinikhanay gyud. So it's the same thing with pageants sa SAFE. Nga kanang grabe gyud, as in makaingon jud ka, labi na karon makakita ka sa mga pilay, mga gwapa gyud, grabihan naman gyud nga. Murag asa naman ni kagibutang ning mga sometimes ma-insecure ba pug ka kay kuan ka, but but then there's always a uniqueness to each one's beauty, diba? All right. Message to those aspiring the crown of Miss Consolacion, being the reigning Miss Consolacion for in 2023. 2023. Oh yeah, 2023 nga.
2023. Still the same. You enjoy, even though it's a very long process, but trust me, it's a very transformative one, and it's really something that you can learn from and grow. And just remember to not lose yourself in the process. Stay true to who you really are, because at the end of the day, the judges, like what they really want to see, what they want to know is like the person who you truly are. Yes.
Yeah. Momon gina siya mo gawas. Inigawas sa stage. And I think you've done that. That's the X factor that you have. Your
Just
authenticity.
be yourself.
Yeah, the genuine mo na siya. Na ako na diri si Cirilla Tudio Malinaw. Shout out beautiful girl Kathleen Libres. Kailan siguro nimo kay gikuan man ka. Pa-shout out daw siya nimo. There.
Hi Ate Cirilla. I miss you.
Yes. So mo ni siya ako ang last question, Cass. What is next for Kathleen Libres? Okay. I think everybody's like waiting kung unsay next move.
Yes.
Are you venturing on? Is there gonna be a Miss Cebu, or is there going to be a Miss Abinibining Pilipinas? Plans in the future.
Okay.
Even if in the making, like any modeling shows that you have. Go ahead.
As of right now, I'm very focused on my academics, because school's always first, as well as family time. And as for pageantry, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna join next. But I would really love to join Miss Cebu someday, and also a national pageant.
Yes.
But
then
I'm not
eventually international, right, Cass? Again, go back na kay
Yes.
sa gamay pa matulahi man to siya, di ba?
yeah, but then again, I'm not in a rush, because I know everything will happen when the time is right. And I know I also have a lot to work on on myself. I have to build so much experience, confidence, and I just want to, like, when I want to do it, like during a time that I'm really ready na. So I want to work on myself for now, focus on my studies, and then
You're still very young, still 18,
And then we'll see what's next for me in pageantry.
Okay, I think most of the ages kanang mga appeal sa kanang mga binibining Pilipinas or the nationals usually are 18, 19. Actually, ang 18 yang na gani kay na para nila. So perhaps around 20, 21, or you have more. And then I just love what you said when you say you still have a lot to do with yourself. But pasabot, you're still learning, and you're still open to learning, and every day
learning
you are
never
learning.
stops.
Yes, and that's what it takes to be a beauty queen. You have to be open to learnings most of the time. That's the reason why na we continue with all those kaning atuang mga personality development, mga pasarela training, and it's not just a training nga imo lang kuhaon na siya nga mo appeal ka sunod semana nga makakuha na dayon ka. It takes a lot.
Doesn't
of work.
happen overnight.
Yes, and then like with you, years. It took you years, you know. Even with the Q&A, ang kanang 3 months nga prep is just for that specific lang, but you have to train more
Yes.
even before that. Kay ang trendings lain-lain, ang trend sa lakaw, ang trend sa mga pangsuot, even the smile and the aura on stage, lain-lain ang trending. So every day it's a new learning for everyone. So that's why we continue with our learning. And for those of you who wants to have a pageant coaching program to guide you from local pageantry, national pageantry, and to the international stage, focusing on homegrown beauty and talents, you can call 0968-881-0242. Classes start September 6th. That's beautifully homegrown. And again, Kas, daghan kayong salamat for gracing us with your presence.
Well,
and for being here. Thank you kay kang mami. Oy nga kanang at least ba. Wag gyud ni sulod diri. Hadlok siguro gyud siya.
Handog siya na
i-appeal siya.
Interview, yes.
But you know what? I really want to have a segment nga kanang I will be inviting siguro si Mami March, ang mami ni Renee, si Mami Zel, ang mama ni Kiara, and then si Annie, ang mami ni Dixie, and then of course your mom, and we will, and of course me, and we will talk about mommy duties when it comes, mga mama sa mga beauty queens, kay what it takes also, the struggle pud ba sa mga mommy. Oy, nasa may struggle, oy. Kaya ba ka nga kami mga manager man sad gud ni, and we're part of it. So, we have this, and then, kanang naasa may mga ups, mga downs, mga highs, and mga lows. And at the end of the day, yes, we do let go of our kids to make them become who they want to become. But they will always have that certain mommy things nga ko ana. The daddy will also have their factors.
Yes.
But it's always mang good hands-on jud kay the mommy.
Yes.
It's going to be, I think it's going to be a great topic. Nga, kami direng, upat lima, nga, magkinataw anay. Perhaps have coffee and tea, ari mi din he. Mag-check ka lang good mi good. Kaya mga, kaana mo ba? Yeah.
I have to do some convincing with mom. She's very,
like,
very
even si March and si Annie, agoy, murag duda na ako ako pa ning panggitikon pa ni nako ni kay para lang. But but ladies, this is going to be a very nice topic. So, I'm thinking of October, so mag-group chat niya ko ninyo. Kay, I think the mommies has to say something na sad.
Yes,
di ba?
it's time for the moms.
The mommies na sad. Kay, inigtupad baya sa mommy o sa ilahang anak? Murang sad baya mig mga Mrs. Pageant Universe baya po di. Di ba? Kay, liwat ko no. But anyway, that would be a good talk, and that will be for another episode. Again, Cass, thank you so much for being
Thank you
here.
so much,
You say bye-bye and hello to your all your followers before we end.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who's here watching from the beginning, and thank you so much for staying until the end. And see you soon.
And I guess, of course, maayong hapon sugbo. This is Miss G. You are tuning on to Miss with Miss G here at TMC 105.1 FM, the most Cebu conversations. Maayong hapon.